Okay, so hello everybody, and welcome to our fourth webinar. In this case, the webinar will be the plenary speaker will be Professor Alicia Duran. She is president of the International Commission of Glass, and she's gonna talk about the project they are developing to present to the National United Nations the International Year of Glass for 2022. Just before to start, I would like to present the YCN. What is the YCN? Well, the Young Ceramic Networks were born in the European Ceramic Society framework, and this network aimed to bring together young researchers and professionals working in ceramics. Our sponsor is JECTRAS. JECTRAS is a contract between Elsevier, the Journal of the European Ceramic Society, published in Elsevier, and ISER. And the benefits get it for the publication of this journal, a percentage is returned to ISER, and ISER decided to use in young researchers and activities for all of you. Well, the committee of this network is composed by 5 young researchers: Nicolas Sommers from France, Antonia Ressler from Croatia, Laura Tianen from Portugal, Erka Framberg from Finland, and myself. I am currently working in France also. We work also with Veronique Huar, she is the secretary from ISER, and also with Andras Koyan, head of the Young Ceramics and Training Working Group from ISER. And which are the benefits of this Young Ceramic Network? Well, you can attend to professional events that we are organizing to promote and provide you a platform for make contacts, for links. You get benefits about the change of the ideas, get information about funding and job opportunities, and also to promote the research and the innovation in the field of ceramics. That is what you will find in our website. This is a map where you can find different institutions where our members are working. And also you can find a link for subscribe to our newsletter, which is the interesting point of our newsletter. Well, a part of all the information we are giving to you is there are 2 interesting points: the research and the industry in spot. Different young professionals and researchers share the summary of the projects in these points, and this newsletter arrived to 11,000 people, and also we spread in our social media and in the ISER website. About our social media, at the moment in LinkedIn we are almost 700 members, in Facebook almost 900 members, and recently we arrived to Twitter and Instagram. So we are with this social media, you can find a good platform for make connection and also give you visibility. We are currently working in different projects. One of our main projects are these webinars. We are already organizing 3 webinars. This is the 4th one. And we are also working in a special issue in open ceramics, young ceramics in the spotlight. The good news is we have a deadline extended up to 31st of March. We continue being free of article publishing charge, and the papers that will be accepted in this number can be awarded with the best paper award with 1,000 euros. We have organized also a photo contest. This nice picture are the participants of the previous one. In this case, we obtained 21 submissions. We're gonna give 3 awards, and the 3rd winner will be announced at the end of this webinar. So if you like the activities of the YCN and you think it's useful for your professional career, please just join us in our social media. So we're going to start with the webinar of today. Just remind you that the questions, you can do the questions in the chat section, and please check everyone. when you're gonna make the question. So we're gonna start with the webinar. I'm gonna give the word, the presentation to Alicia while I present. Alicia, if you want, you can share your presentation. Alicia Duran obtained the degree in physics from the National University of Córdoba in Argentina and the PhD in physical science in the Universidad Autónoma de Madrid. She developed her professional career in the Institute of Ceramic and Glasses from the Spanish Research Council, where she has worked from 1978. She is research professor in the aforementioned council and is responsible of the glass group. She counts with more of 250 publications and 8 index of 46, the highest in ceramics materials in Spain. And she is currently president of the International Commission of Glass. She has received the Phoenix Award from the international glass industry, being named Glass Person of the Year 2019. Now she is leading the International Year of Glass 2022 to be presented in the United Nations, and she's going to present this nice project. Thank you, Alicia. You can start when you want.
Yes, thanks to you, Maria, and all of you, first for the invitation to share with you really this very nice project about the International Year of Glass by United Nations, and also really for you have told us that I am from 2018 the president of the International Commission on Glass. The International Commission on Glass is the highest, well, the biggest association in the field of glass, gathering really 34 countries, and with the R&D universities and all the industry, and also the art of glass people from museums, for example. We have near 88 years. It was founded in 1933. This is a very old association, and really we have it was a very nice, we think that this Young Ceramic Network is a very nice example of how to really grow in the association and in the implication of young people in all this way. In ICG we have a similar group, the Young Outreach team, and they are in contact with Maria, really, because we think that we can take a lot of examples, a lot of things that you are making to our young youth outreach team. That is, it has practically the same objectives. So our willing really is to work together. Really, ceramic and glass are similar, are very complementing fields. And I think that working together and sharing experience, sharing activities is a very good way really to grow together. And if you wish, Maria, you can share, or I share. I don't know.
It's better that you share. You can share, so you can move the slides yourselves.
Okay, I make it.
You can, yes.
I will share. This is. Are you? Can you? Okay.
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I will try really to explain you in half an hour or a little less, which are the objectives and how this idea of International Year of Glass for 2022 arose. What's how when the idea was born? Really, In 2014, Corning, the big US company, introduced the concept of the arrival of the glass age. And from 2015 to 2018, there were a lot of publications justifying this entering in the glass age. In 2015, the United Nations declared the International Year of Light and light-based technologies, and really from there, the idea of glass age is spread by many articles. In 2018, at the request of the past president, David Pai, the idea was presented in the annual Congress of the ICG in Yokohama, in Japan, by the president Manoj Chudari, and well, the idea was really enthusiastically supported. And this was the Congress in which I took the presidency of the ICG. So the answer to this idea was like this: International Commission on Glass, representing organizations and individuals throughout the world dedicated to the promotion of science, technology, artistry, and application of glass, enthusiastically endorsed the exploration of a future declaration of a year of glass by United Nations. Well, all the national associations linked to ICG from the UK, Germany, Spain, US, and the 34 countries that form the ICG endorsed the exploration. They were all really agree with this. And for example, the idea was included in the winter school that ICG has in Wuhan in October, November, asking for ideas. And there were really wonderful answers from students and professors in China. So at the end of 2018, the ICG accepted the challenge of getting the International Year of Glass 2022. Well, from there we had during 2019 a lot of contacts with well, asking for advice from the previous International Year of United Nations, like that of crystallography, the Year of Light, in which we were really very involved, and or the Year of the Periodic Table that was in 2019. On my side, really, I contacted with the Spanish ambassador in United Nations that immediately accepted really to lead this project at United Nations. And after that, the Research and Development Spanish Ministry accepted the challenge and nominated CSIC, well, the Spanish Research Council, my home, really, and that of Maria, in which as the organization supporting in Spain this project. Well, after that, we contacted in July 2019 with the Community of Glass Association. This is initiative really of the Italian government supporting glass, and they are, well, more than 100 associations all over the glass products, and also from industry and from R&D. And I presented there the initiative, and they really, they immediately accepted. And so they, the Community of Glass Association, joined the ICG for the leadering. Finally, really, since the museums and artists and glass art is a very important issue, we contacted and got the support of ICOM Glass. ICOM Glass is the international organization dedicated to museums, and with glass, this is a field in this, and they also endorse there was an agreement of mutual collaboration also with UNESCO and the International Year of Basic Science and Sustainable Development. That is another year supported in this case by UNESCO to be nominated for 2022. Well, which are the goals of IJOC? Well, our vision really is to celebrate the past, the present, and the future of glass, a transformative material, but following really which are the goals that are in the Agenda 2030 of United Nations. And we wish really to demonstrate the role of glass throughout the recorded history and advancing of civilizations, to organize international glass science and art festivals, workshops to excite and to inform the public of the rich history of glass, and highlight the links between glass, art, and culture. Of course, one big and very important objective is to stimulate the research of glass amongst organizations in education, industry, research, and public domain, including museums, to address the great challenge of the world, achieving a sustainable and equitable growth and improving the quality of life all over the planet. We wish, it's our willing really, to build worldwide alliances to focus on science and engineering for young people while addressing gender balance and the needs of developing countries and emerging economies. How the idea was developed? Well, we have worked really a lot from middle 2019 and all the 2020 really. By February, we launched an endorsement campaign with a very high participation from journals, magazines, universities and art centers, companies, suppliers, museums, artists, many people. In this moment, for at the end of January, we had more than 1,300 endorsements from 77 countries, and they continue growing. We made the worldwide presentation in the YouTube channel of CSIC on the 3rd December 2020, and here you have the link to look at this presentation that is 30 minutes, in which there is it begins with the Spanish ambassador, only 1 minute really for presenting, and then there is a wonderful video really going through the applications of glass. Well, we have in this moment we have confirmed special issues dedicated to the IJOC in the most important journals of the glass field, from the IJAX, this is the International Journal of Applied Glass Science, from the American Ceramic Societies, the Journal of Non-Crystalline Solids from Elsevier, the Journal of Sol Gel Science and Technology, and there will be also a special issue in the dedicated to glass art and museums in the journal Heritage that is dedicated to this. Well, there will be, now I will show you, international and national conference. We are organizing from now really 2 exhibitions organized by CSIC that showing which are the goals, and they will be in Spanish and in English, and we will offer this exhibition to every country that they will have only to print the posters and make the exhibitions. Well, we are also preparing one divulgation book, also in two versions, one in English, other in Spanish. In this moment, the international events just confirmed, they are the opening conference in Geneva that will be, we expect it will be in the first week of February. And we have, this is a very nice news for us. We have the offer to make this opening conference, that this is a one-day conference in the human rights, the Room of Human Rights of United Nations in Geneva, that it has the wonderful roof designed by Miquel Barceló, one very well-known painter in Spain. Then in April, we have a plan, an international high-tech industrial congress in Shanghai in April that will be coincided with Glassferia, really the glass exhibition in Shanghai that is the biggest in the world. And it's 1 year in Beijing, the other in Shanghai. Then in July, we will have the International Congress of Glass, of ICG. The ICG has an international congress every 3 years, and then there is an annual congress organized aside with national congresses. And this will be very important, since we will celebrate the 100th anniversary of DGG, that this is the German Glass Society. Then it will be an international congress focused in glass arts and museums. It will be in Europe, but organized by Icon Glass, but we have not fixed the site and dates. And the closing congress will be in Japan in December 2022. But we have more. We have an offer from our American colleagues to organize a US Glass Day in Washington, D.C. They are really big and really marketing meetings that they are in the capital, and very important. And in April, May, there is also the offer of a congress in Egypt, in El Cairo, that is from pharaohs to high-tech technologies, because we also celebrate the 100th anniversary of the discovery of the tomb of Tutankhamun, that contains a wonderful collection of Egyptian glass. Well, and there are hundreds of activities in museums, exhibitions, academia and research, education and dissemination, companies and societies. This is, I think, the more important thing in all the endorsements, that people, companies, and the organization endorsing the project, they propose activities, different activities, to develop at national, local, national, or international level. Well, what is the current situation? Because our idea was to approve, really, to send to the General Assembly of United Nations in December for approval of this. But, well, the COVID arrived, and all the life of United Nations changed a lot. And so it was not possible. Really, we only were able to make the worldwide presentation by the 3rd of December. But, and now there is, it's running the resolution way. Spain and Spanish and Egyptian delegations are needed, leading the process. ONUDI, that is like UNESCO, is the United Nations Organization Center in Education. ONUDI is other focus in industrial development. So ONUDI supports the IJOC and is in this moment revising the first draft of the resolution. This will be sent to the General Assembly after the revision, and we expect to have the approval in March or April 2021. Well, we are in this moment working, is practically just confirmed, an international steering committee with 1-2 persons per country that share all the work, and they are the responsibles of contacting with the national organizations that are in the project. Just after the approval, we will launch the fundraising campaign. Really, we only need to get enough money to organize the opening session in Geneva, because all the other activities will be financed by the organizers. And of course, we are just working in organizing events at international and national levels. And our idea is to share these proposals of activities through the website we have, and really so the people can have ideas, share, and implement these activities at local or national levels. You can see that it was we have developed really a huge work, and we have in the next 3 or 4 months and all this year, we have a huge work ahead. But it's really an illusion a project. But from this, you surely notice that there is a lot of people behind this, and so I can only go through without entering in detail about who were the key players behind the first was David Pye, that American, was past president of the American Ceramic Society and also of the International Commission on Glass. He was really the promoter of converting this glass age in the International Commission, the International Year of Glass. John Parker. John is, for me, is the best glass teacher in the world, really. And he's emeritus professor of glass science and engineering in Sheffield, and is the chair of the TC1 in the ICG. And really, he is a key person really in this project. Here we have John Morrow from Penn State, and Manoj Choudhary, that was the last president of the International Commission on Glass before me. They were really the promoters of many of the dissemination and publication on many papers in the Age of Glass, and John was wrote the first draft of the justification for United Nations of this Year of Glass. Well, here we have our colleagues Dino Sandocanela and Michele Giusti. They are the representatives of the community of glass associations that I have told you from Italy. Well, Julian Jones from the Imperial College and Mathieu Hubert from Corning. Both are in our youth outreach, and they were behind the design of the wonderful video that is in the presentation that I have told before. Well, here they are at national level. This is Peng Shu, that was a former president of the ICG and a very important person in the glass field in China. And he was, well, he sent alone from more than 150 applications from Chinese companies. And here, Setsu Tanabe, that is a full professor of the Kyoto University and the chair of the Japanese national support, also promoting and offering more than 150 endorsements from Japan. Well, and we have, of course, this is settled in Spain, and so we counted on the total support of Miguel Campos, president of the Spanish Society of Ceramic and Glass, and Juan Martín Cano, that is the general secretary of Amphibian Vidrio España, that they are the associations related to all the companies producing glass. This is in Spain. Here, for example, is Patrick Gavana from Australia, and Nora Pellegri from Argentina, working together in the Antipodes. Or Dusan Galushek, director of Fanglass, that is the greatest European project finance ever for the European Union, and Thomas Jungling, that is the general manager of the DGG, the German Society of Glass. And for example, Muraheridan, that is the director of the more important R&D center in Calcutta, and Vinit Kapoor, that is the secretary of the manufacturers fabrication in India. So again, the science, the academia and industry working together in India. Here, our colleague Rauf Malawani, that has to work very hard from Egypt and gathering support of all Africa. Ilkay Sotman and the R.D. Gilmans, that they were our support in Turkey, working really very hard also. And these are three very special persons. Teresa Medici, from the chair of Icon Glass, living in Italy. Steve Gibbs, that was the director of the Corning Museum on Glass in USA, and Maria Eugenia Díaz de Vivar, a glass artist in Buenos Aires in Argentina. They were really working alone from 3 points of the map. They got really the support of near 300 supports from the museums and glass art field that is converting the art and the museums in a very, very special issue for the International Year of Glass. And here, this is, I think, the main support. Here you have in the picture the 9 last presidents of ICG from 1994, and these are really, in this person there is the experience, the expertise, the power, and the love for glass, really, that is under this so special project. Well, why? Because glass is a single word that embraces really a world of possibilities. For us, it's a single word to design the future. So we invite all of you to visit our website, really, and join our common dream of getting the International Year of Glass. In this website, there is all the documentation that is just in United Nations, and they are all the press releases, all the news that connected with this, and of course you can register your interest in the website, and from this moment you will receive all the information from by email. And I think this is the last. Thank you very much, and of course I'm open to all your questions.
Okay, thank you so much, Alicia. It's very interesting project. I hope you get success for sure. And I don't know if some of the attendees have a question. Maybe while they are thinking about the possible question, I have one question. For example, for the young researcher and the young professional working in the class, what can mean this project? You get successful in this project.
Yeah, young people is really main people, key people in this project, because they are they have been from the beginning, and mainly through this youth outreach team of ICG with Julian, Mathieu, Maria. You have talked with Mathieu Hubert, for example. And they are really proposing a lot of activities from other side that is different, really, from the older people. They have constructed for us all the social media presence. We have worked a lot with the presentation, and they are really very involved in education issues, really for showing these new tools. So our idea is to complement the experience and expertise of we, the older researchers, with the new ones, really that they have they look from a different perspective, really. For us, it's very important. It's very important also to implicate young people from in the education field, from children really to students, really, because glass is really, we are convinced that glass is the material of the future, really, because it's the base of sustainable growth, and from the recycling, because it's recyclable at infinity, at 100%, is the base of solar and wind energies, and we need, and of course the optical fibers are the base, the physical support of the revolution of telecommunications. Really, the new fibers, the photonic fibers, for example, are the the physical support from 5G. So we have to look, to show to the public, really, and mainly through schools, really, which is the idea, and which is the power of glass. So I think that young people has to be really, will be a main objective of this. On one side, young people And in the same idea, one big goal really is to promote and to ensure gender issues, gender equality. Really, this is very important also, for example, for developing countries in Africa, for example, in which the communications through the smartphones are supported by internet. These are in the base, they are optical fiber. And we need really to connect young people, to provide education really that we have proven, for example, in this pandemic, no, that we continued connected through internet and through optical fibers, and we need really to promote the gender equality in countries and fields in which there is really very necessary.
Okay, thank you. I see Nicholas has a very nice question. That was my second one. I was wondering if some events dedicated to the development of networking for young researchers are planned in the frame of this great project.
Yeah. One big issue really is networking. Networking is the key, a key word, really, and we are trying. Really, for example, this presentation, it was the success was impressive. We passed through the YouTube channel of the SIC. It has in this moment more than 3,500 visits, but the impact was even greater in LinkedIn, for example. We put and it was really a very important impact, and from there they the number of endorsement and people increase a lot. This really is the networking is a key word, not only for making the marketing and the dissemination, but for establishing really the collaboration basis really in the field of glass and also with ceramic, because we know that ceramic and glass are really friends and brothers fields. We share all the techniques, the experimental techniques, and we usually, the glass peoples, we are the small the small brothers of ceramics in the institute. So promoting really the networking is a very, very important goal, not only from the International Year of Glass, but is the main goal of ICG, for example, implementing and promoting the collaboration between the academia with the industry, for example, making linkage and collaborating, and also with the art field. That was really the answer from this was really surprising for us, that we know the field.
Yes. In fact, we are very happy because we had this special issue. For example, we are developing, give us the opportunity to make a little bit of networking with the glass researcher. We have some submissions. One of is your students. So we are opening, and I think it's very nice to start this collaboration and this network.
Yes, and I invite you and I ask you, Maria, and all the to really to increase and to establish really a networking with the young the youth outreach team of the ICG. They are very active, and I'm sure that working together we can advance better and more rapid.
Okay. Yes, of course, will be a pleasure for us, for sure. I don't know if somebody else want to ask something to Professor Duran. Come on, you don't have too much opportunities like that, so you have to take the chance. Okay, I think the question has finished.
Okay.
Just thank you so much, Alicia, for your time, for your interest in our network. We keep in contact, working together.
No, I really, I greatly appreciate really and thank you deeply for your invitation. You have the presentation, you can share.
Yeah.
The presentation, this is open really, and I invite all of you really to visit the website and well, register your interest, and so you will be informed about everything about the International Year of Glass.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
I just want to steal just a couple of minutes to the audience, just to, I want to share with you. Oh, I think there is somebody who asked something. Dear Professor Duran and the YCN committee, thanks for the webinar session. Are there a specific within the Year of Glass event for young researchers, especially for your transitioning from academia to industry? Do you have some specific activities from the transition from the academia to industry?
Oh, yes. We have planned really different workshops in specific industrial fields. For example, in one that we are planning an exhibition from CSIC in the glass containers. Glass containers field, glass containers linked to recyclability and circular economy. Circular economy is other key goal, and this is one we will have surely a workshop in this. We will have surely workshops in optical fibers, others in solar energy, in both PV and solar concentration, really, because the fields of application of glass really is too wide to merge all in one congress. So we are planning really to make this type of contacts, like workshops, more focused in specific fields.
Okay.
But this is we are making this because well, other will be in energy saving in glass furnaces. We are making this. We are working from the beginning of ICG. We have a structure of technical committees. In this moment, we have in the ICG more than 700 experts coming from academia and also industry, organizing different technical committees. And there is a cluster of 6 different technical committees that are totally focused in industrial issues, from simulation, for example, and effect of gases or all environmental issues, for example, and one that is very, very important, and in which they are all the big multinational companies of glass dedicated to energy saving in glass furnaces, for example. All these, we have this network, and the International Year of Glass is the occasion, really, of the opportunity of strengthening this linkage, including other people, for example, that they are the transformers. We have the companies that we have in ICG are more people that fabricate, but we have the transformer. This is the people of glazings, for example, or that is really very, very important associations. And associations center, for example, in energy suppliers. So we are doing, and we will use the iJob really for implementing and strengthening these links between industry and academia.
Okay, thank you so much. So I think, yes. So Monica Ferraz, thank you, Alicia. Okay. So I think there is no more question. Just I want to steal you a couple of minutes more for a couple of advertising. I leave in the chat the links, just if you are interested to join us and get more information. For example, when we publish all this presentation of the speakers of our webinar. Okay. That are the next webinar we are planning for the next month, for March. That is in collaboration with the version of the ICN in the American Ceramic Society. We have two young speaker women also, Teresa Davi and Victoria Christensen. They will talk about the networking and the professional skill in global environments. And also 25th of March, we will have Laura Paternoster, Dr. Grete Guri, and our colleague, Dr. Eka Framper. They will talk about how apply in European Commission grants or application and projects and get successful. So they are two very interesting webinars. And just for finish, as we promised, we will gonna announce the third winner of photo contest. And that one is a stone dessert is born by Carmen Muñoz Ferreiro from Universidad de Sevilla. And we will announce the first and the second one in the next webinar, and you can follow more info in our newsletter. So that is all. And thank you so much to be with us during this webinar, and we hope to see you soon.